More mock-up on the 1932 chassis. Stay tuned. Greetings, fellow YouTubers. Larry back here again. Summer has come early in Texas, as you can probably tell by my appearance. I've been working out in the shop on a day where it feels like it's 120, when in reality it can't be more than 114. But anyway, Mel Brooks quotes aside, I've been doing some work on the 32 Ford chassis. Did not film myself doing the work because it's simply just too hot to be working, ducking under the cover of the car and dealing with my engine crane and filming at the same time. So I decided to just go ahead and get the work done and then show you what I've gotten done so far. So have a look. Well, the first thing you're going to notice is the engine and transmission is sitting inside of the frame. Everything seems to be lined up really well. I've got to go to the parts store and get a short version of the FL1A filter to see if it's going to clear my steering box, because if it doesn't, that means I have a remote oil filter system in my future. So I've got to deal with that. But in addition to getting the engine set up, I don't know if you can see this very well, but I've gotten the tie rod in, I've gotten the front panhard bar in, and the drag link going from the Vega box to the wheel. So the front end is completely set up. Let me get under here and see if I can see any of this. I'm having trouble getting it right. That bracket right there is to the panhard bar, which goes over to the wishbone, ties into the wishbone right there, as you can see with that heim joint. So the front end geometry is in. Also in the back, we've made progress back here. The back is done. I've still got to set up the pinion angle and everything, which I will get to that eventually, but we're still in the mock-up phase right now. But I've gotten all the correct hardware and everything to mount up the coilover shocks. Also got both spreader bars in, and I also have fitted the tank, which goes right there. Up next is to put the tank in and set the body back on, and I'll tell you why here in just a moment. Setting the body back in is next, because even though the firewall is recessed, it goes all the way to the bottom of the body itself, which is even with the frame line. And as you can see with this right here, the transmission is going to be up a little bit, so I'm going to have to cut and tunnel the firewall just a touch down at the bottom. The plan is to get some neighbors and irritate them, offer them a beer or something, and set the body back on, put blocks under the front of it, trim up the firewall as needed. I've already got the tunnel made up. I've just got to trim it up to make sure everything clears, and we'll be good to go. Well, that's it for this update here. Stay tuned for more 32 Ford updates and some other stuff.